Do you want to know why the rich are getting richer and why the poor are getting poorer? I actually made a video about how money works and how the economy goes up and down and how there are cycles that indicate what's coming up soon. Here's the deal with this. Everybody always knows that the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Yet nobody tries to be on the rich side of things so that when the economy cycles hit, you are one of the ones that get richer, not one of the ones that gets poorer. So I'm going to break down something today for you to digest and for you to think about. And that way you can actually at least have the information that you need to decide on what side you want to be on. My name is Andrew Pizzi, and I want to welcome you to the AP Show, where I'll be focusing on how to build a great life around health, wealth, love, and happiness, which I believe are all needed in order for you to build a great life overall, not just in one specific area. Everybody wants to master money, everybody wants to master their health, and when you see people that are successful in their areas, they're missing one of the four components that make a life be a success. And I want to be on the other group, which is the group that optimizes for all four and have a great life. Please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button so that YouTube can push this content out to more people, and comment below with your thoughts on this topic. Now, in order for me to answer the question as to why the rich get richer, I just want to give you some information on this first so that you can get to know what's actually going on. The first thing that I want to talk to you about before I give you the numbers that I brought is the fact that 80% of every single dollar that is circulating in the economy right now has been printed in the last 3 years. And that is insane. Think about it. Let's say that there's $1 billion in circulation. It's a lot more, but let's assume it's $1 billion. So 1,000 millions, right? If you were to take that number and you were to understand the number that I gave you, 800 million out of that billion came from 2020 to 2023. That is insane. Think about how many years we had prior to 2020, and only 20% of every single dollar in circulation was printed prior to 2020. Everything else was printed in the last 3 years. Now, I want you to ask yourself the question, where do you think that money went to? Who do you think got access or got a hold of that money that was printed from 2020 to 2023? Let me tell you something, and let me answer that question. If you look at the top 100 Forbes list, that's where that money went to. It didn't go to the middle class. It didn't go to the poor like they wanted to or they intended to. It went to Elon Musk, to Jeff Bezos, to Bill Gates, to the guys that know how to play the game. Let me give you some stats so that you know what I'm talking about here. Prior to pandemic, so prior to 2020, in 2019, Elon Musk's net worth was 30 billion. Do you want to know how much he's worth today in 2023? $230 billion. Warren Buffett, I hope you know who he is. If not, look him up. He's the biggest stock investor. He went from 80 billion to 110 billion dollars. It's crazy. Think about this for a second. Jeff Bezos went from 100 billion to 180 billion. And this is after a divorce. So he would have been worth a lot more had he not gotten into a divorce. And what this tells you though is that the money that they print, meaning the government, always flows to the top. The money that they put into the circulation, into the economy, always flows to the people that know how to play the game. I want to tell you something right now. I'm going to give you the reason how, or the reason why it happens and the reason why the money always flows to the top, but I'm also going to give you the solution or how you can get to decide where people are actually getting richer or where your net worth actually grows whenever there's more money in circulation. Because the reality is the people that were worth $1 million or 500,000 or even less than that, 100,000, are actually worth less. And the people that were worth a lot of money are worth 10 times more, like we just saw right now. The reason being is that the people that know how to play the money game know that whenever there's more money printed into the economy, more products are going to be consumed. And the biggest differentiator between the people that increase their net worth and the people that decrease their net worth is the spending. The people that are at the top are people that are producing products and people that are building companies and people that are producing employment and people that are building apartments and housing and all that. And the people that are decreasing in net worth are people that are spending the money, are the people that you see buying the cars, are the people that you see buying the products, the gold chain, the watch, the Rolex, the Rolls Royce, and all the stuff that you saw during 2020. And those people are actually bad right now. I mean, their net worth decreased, they're not doing well whatsoever. And the people that created the products are the people that are doing super well. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, every billionaire that you can see in the Forbes list got there or are even higher in net worth because they knew that the people, every time they print some money and they inject it into the economy, they were going to the companies and spending it. And the reality though is that most people are going to go and spend that money on Facebook, on Microsoft, on Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Ford, Chevy, all those companies. And guess what? Those are the top 500 companies. So again, they print $1 trillion, right? They distribute it to everybody. They gave you 1,400, I think, and you went and spent it on getting a new watch, on getting a new house, on upgrading your watch, or whatever the case might be. Well, let me tell you, my friend, you just wasted the money and gave it to the people that you hate on because they got richer. But you made it richer. You made that person $140, $500, whatever the amount you thought was not that much richer, times 300 million in the United States. Just do the math. I want to give you the reason, right? I gave you the reason why the rich get richer. But the other thing I want to give you is two things. The first one is what to do so that you can go to the other side and you're actually the person that is getting richer and that your net worth is increasing. But before that, let me tell you something. Every single time that you hear or that you see that there's a proposal being written or passed or whatever, where they're going to give you money for free, it doesn't work. Just trust me on this. Every time they print money, every time they give you money, you should question that. People like, that are from Venezuela, people that are from Cuba, people that are from socialist countries can tell you this. And I'm from Venezuela. So let me tell you something. Whenever they give you a free washer, a free dryer, free $1,400, like anything for free, just don't take it. Don't ask for it. Because people, they pass a bill and they go like, oh, we're going to get $2,000 a month or whatever. And they get happy about it. It doesn't work that way. It actually works in your favor when you don't want anything for free. So let me tell you something. The reason why people get richer and other people get poorer is what we talked about. What you need to be doing is, number one, not wanting anything for free, but working for it. But number two, make sure that you're investing in assets, not in products, that whenever you get your hands on some money, you're putting it into a business, into stocks, into real estate, into yourself, and into things that whenever inflation goes up, they go up in value as well. Stop buying products. If not, your net worth is always going to be decreasing and you're always going to find yourself in the group of people that hate on the ones that just know how to play the game. So get yourself invested, instead of buying a product from an S&P 500 company, which means the top 500 companies in the country, buy their stocks so that when everything goes up, they go up too. So that is how you get richer, and it sounds very simple, and I want you to do two things. Comment below on whether you agree or disagree and how deep you want me to go on this topic, because it's very simple. And I kind of did this long video to just get to the point where it's like, okay, just invest your money. Number one, it's that simple, so that's why it's that short. But number two, I can go deeper into this and explain it better step by step if that's what you want me to do. So comment below if you want me to do so, and comment below on whether you agree with this or not, and if you don't, why. As always, go follow me on Instagram, send me a DM, send me your questions, and as always, take care everybody.